folks. Welcome to a very special edition of Boozin with Jude. Today, it's Boozin with Jude, and look who's here. Look at Max. Say hi. She's like, huh? She thinks there's a squirrel. She gets confused. I wanted to show you Max because, she's part of my life here. Anyways, you probably saw the title and went, huh? What? Lourdes, or Lourdes as we say. What is that? And what does that have to do with booze? Well, I'm going to tell you. This might be of interest to some of you, those of you who have been with me to Lourdes, and it might not be of interest to others, but I promise you it does involve alcohol. So the reason I wanted to do this special is because right about this time, every year, I head to the south of France with a bunch of people to a little village called Lourdes, or Lourdes as we say. It's right in the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains. And am I heading there now? No. Bummer. Because Americans are pariahs. We can't go anywhere. Even our Canadian neighbors don't want us. Stay home. You people are full of disease. So, can't go, and actually, the pilgrimages are mostly canceled anyways, so we go on pilgrimage. And the other reason I thought to do this week is because the other night, I watched a Netflix show with Zac Efran. Do you remember him? He was on a show called, High School Musical. That's it. High School Musical. Never saw it, never heard of him till then. Anyway, so this show, it's the second episode of the show, which is called Down to Earth with Zac Efran. And they went to Lourdes. But first, he and his colleague, they went to France. So I think this show is all about, being healthy and the environment and good things. And so they went to France, to Paris, because apparently Paris has this great water system, water filtration and provision for folks who can't afford it and homeless people, and the water is very healthy. And so it was really impressive. So then, after that, they went to Lourdes. Why? Well, because water is really important in Lourdes. So in the 1800s, this is the story. In the 1800s, a very young girl by the name of Bernadette, who is now Saint Bernadette to those of us who are Catholic, and you might remember that I am. So the Blessed Mother, Mary, appeared to her on several occasions, and at one point said that there was a spring. There was a spring there, and Bernadette found it. And the spring is healing water. The water is very sacred and holy to us. And so pilgrims come from all over the world to go to Lourdes to pray, to ask for healing of whatever sort, to take the water. So there are baths there, they can take baths, they can take water and drink it. I drank it. As you know, I'm a cancer patient. And last year I was pretty sick, just getting over being really sick when I went to Lourdes, still to work, and I was taking that water, and some folks claim that it really helps them. So it's a beautiful place. And so Zac Efran and his colleague went and they met with the head physician, and he's in charge of a medical team that looks over any claims to miraculous healing in the baths. And there are thousands of them, but there's only 70 that have been actually proclaimed as, well, we call them miracles. What he said is they can find no medical reason. And so he gave them the 7 things that have to be in place, like it has to be instantaneous. They have to have records beforehand. And he showed them the records of this one person, and it was impressive. I mean, there was no explanation for this massive cure of this massive illness. And even Zac Efran, who says, he's an atheist, went away very impressed. So they went through Lourdes, and then one of the Holy Cross priests who used to be a chaplain there, from my school where I work here, they went around with him, and it's a very impressive place. So that's why I wanted to talk about Lourdes. So when I went the first time, I was really afraid, actually. I was thinking, people are just going to be, really pious and, be praying all the time and go to bed at 8:00 and blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, you know what? There was some of that. obviously it's a very, very holy place. But the workers, the carers that I went with, I mean, every night after your shift is ended, we met outside of this bar called the Roy Albert. I'm sure that's French for King Albert, outside in the back. And for 2-3 hours, hundreds, okay, not hundreds, but tons of people came together, all doing the same sort of thing, talking and having drinks. Mostly for me, Leffe beer, which is from Belgium, and getting to know one another. And as a Catholic, that's what I believe. I don't believe that when I show you how to make a whiskey sour that you should go out and have like 15 of them. If you can do that, oh my. No, have one, have two if you're not driving. But no, it's about fellowship. It's about building community. It's about sharing, experiences together, and it accompanies that. It's a really great tool. Obviously, some people abuse it. Some people ruin lives and families and lose all their money because they can't, handle and stop at one, stop at two, and become dependent on it. I don't support that. That's not what I'm about. But I do enjoy it, and it's so great to have a drink or two drinks with friends and get to know people and talk about your experiences. So that's what alcohol is about. So I made up a little presentation about Lourdes, which the last half of it is just all about, the drinks that we had. It's quick, it's bouncy, even if you're not interested in Lourdes. Well, Zac Efran ended up being interested in it. So, take a few minutes and watch it. I'll come back at the end to say goodbye. Maybe Max will be here to say goodbye. But I'm really sad that I can't be there this year. I look forward to it. It's the most important time in my life every summer. So, salute to Lourdes, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. you enjoyed the show. So, Boozin with Jude. It's a funny title. It's it sounds like it's just all about drink, drink, drink. But it's not. It's about using that drink to build a community of friends and fellowship and getting to know people and having a really nice time. And I hope that's what you guys do when you invite folks over and you make cocktails, or when you go out for dinner and drinks and you have nice bottles of wine. You enjoy each other's company and you talk to each other and you find out what it is about those people that makes them who they are. Come to know them better and just enjoy being in each other's presence. That's what we do in Lourdes. We have a great time and we work hard and we care for people that are part of our community. But there's nothing that says you can't drink. The final quote I'm gonna leave you with is from Hilaire Belloc, and it does kind of describe, I think, the Catholic culture. I hope other folks' culture is the same as ours. And so I didn't have any beer, any Belgian beer to celebrate like most of us drink when we're down there, but others drink wine. And so I took a little glass of cognac because, it's French. Even though we sort of learned that the French don't drink it a whole lot. I'm going to toast my great friends and family, my family that I spend a week with every year in Lourdes, and all those the folks that come down looking for some sort of cure, whether it be physical or spiritual or psychological or whatever. Here's to you guys. I'm really missing y'all, and next time on Boozin with Jude, we'll go back to regular cocktail making. Okay, I don't know how to say cheers in French, so I'll just say my regular salute. Max also says good night.